real problem is Mr. Bhavan is not effective as sales representative because I found that the real reason was personal differences between Mr. Bhavan and the hospital superintendent of Good Health Hospital. Good Health Hospital want him to be removed or else they do not want to have any business discussion with us. The party who involved is Mr. Bhavan, me as Mr. Nataraj and Good Health Hospital. Who is responsible to make a decision? That is me as Mr. Nataraj as a regional manager of Alpha PVT Ltd Alpha. List of solution. Firstly, Good Health Hospital is a major customer and cannot be displaced. I will remove or transfer Mr. Bhavan. The advantages is I will get more business deal after I remove Mr. Bhavan. The disadvantages is I will lose my employees who had a good record in terms of their hardworking and loyalty. Secondly, Mr. Bhavan is a loyal and hardworking employee. I need to keep people like him in my company, even it means losing customer. The advantages is I will still have a loyalty and hardworking employees beside me. Advantages is Good Health Hospital and I probably will not get through our discussion very well after this. Thirdly, I will stop answering call, edge ignoring of the whole episode. Time will solve the problem. The advantages is I will get to move on with this problem and focus more on the other project. The disadvantages is Good Health Hospital probably will cut off our dealing because they think that I am not professional at all.
Okay, the fourth advice I will take is I will try to get Mr. Bhavan and the hospital superintendent together for the discussion and try to compromise over the differences. The advantages is both of them will identify and analyze what probably happened between them. But the disadvantages is there may be have a serious argument during the discussion process. Number 5, I will move to Mr. Bhavan a new or more important project, which is to develop new business in the newly formed sub-region. It is also good for the Good Health Hospital itself because they will have no problem with the new sales representative after this. The advantages is I was able to complete many projects without thinking of the real problem with the Good Health Hospital. But the disadvantages is it is possible to the company or to myself that the new sales representative has a worse temper or maybe have a worse behavior than Mr. Bhavan itself. Okay, for the best solution that I think I will choose number 1 because companies do not need employees who have a bad temper and rude behavior towards the customer. This is also can give our strength in terms of the relationship between our company and also with the Good Health Hospital. Other than that, I will also choose number 5 because I will no longer have to think about who should handle other project or delay project after this. In fact, I can also save my time and it can complete another project without taking no much time or duration.
The real problem is Sarah stuck between the situations where she should make decisions to just proceed with the plan for supply food grains and powder milk to family in small South Pacific island. Nation with local school officials without the help from the government in there who have a plan to make a corruptions. She also should make another backup plan to solve this problem in the fastest way because the monsoon season will arrive in several days. So they need to make a quick plan how to supply their needs before late. Parties who involved is Sarah, me, NGO in UK, the Minister of Education in Papua New Guinea, and the local school official. Who is responsible to make a decision? Myself as executive committee. The first solution is just proceed the plan with local school officials even though without the help from government by raise awareness to surrounding for collect more funds in a short time. The advantages of the first solution is we can proceed the plan in the fastest way because there are no interfere from the corruption of a government plan. The disadvantages of the first solution is hard to collect funds without the help from the government that makes Sarah side lack on financial support to build the expenses. Tax that become more expensive without the release from the government. Solution 2 is collect evidence about all the government corruption in a file and then present at the top management so they can discuss about this with the government of London for getting help from the great power. Advantages for this is can get green light from government of London to help for smoothest the plan with their protection. Disadvantage is will be suspended from NGO and get the punishment from government because the lack of solid evidence that leads to loss of trust towards the institution of NGO. Solution 3 is gather the help from all the influencers that wants to help with the plan to getting financial support from them. Advantages can proceed the plan without the help from both sides of government in London and in Papua New Guinea. Disadvantages some influencers just do it for their own benefits, which is to become more famous, so the ability for the help only done halfway by them. Choose the best solutions and why. I suggest to Sarah to choose solutions 1 because it has the lowest risk. They don't need to be involved with great power like the Minister of Education in Papua New Guinea who have a plan to make a dirty job of corruption. So, this is the safest way how to make the plan success because if Sarah choose another two plan, it has to be made with detailed strategy to make it success. So, it takes a lot of time or Sarah will be in danger situation even if make a little mistakes.